Welcome back to another video. Today I have my NFL predictions. This is including MVP, every single record of every team, and Super Bowl playoffs, and some personal awards I would be giving out myself. With that, let's get started. Offensive Player of the Year goes to a running back this year, in Nick Chubb. I think he'll be getting lots of carries with the loss of Kareem Hunt and Deshaun Watson being there. He might get a couple more passes out of the backfield. Defensive Player of the Year, Micah Parsons. This guy has been a beast since he has entered the league back in 2021 in an insanely good draft class. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Bijan Robinson. He is the betting favorite this year to win it, and that's who I'm guessing to win it. Electric runner, and the Falcons don't have lots of offense, so he'll get a high volume of targets this year, including from in the backfield and out in the passing game. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Christian Gonzalez. If you watched him play, he will fit amazing into the Patriots scheme. I know that Devin Witherspoon went before him, but I think that he will turn out to have the better career, especially going in this Patriots defense. Now, the moment you've all been waiting for, the league MVP goes to Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow has been in this conversation a couple of times, mainly last year. I think he placed third or fourth, but he's going to have an electric year, and I think that people are overreacting to that calf sprain that he had. So, I think people are really just overreacting. Now, to get into my single game predictions for every division. And if you're wondering, yes, I went out and I did every single game for every single team to figure out who will win. Number 4 in the AFC East, a loaded division. We have the Patriots going 4-13. Bill Belichick isn't a player, he's a coach. And coaches can only do so much. So, we're going to have to list them at number 4. Number 4 in the AFC North, I have the Ravens going 8-9. This division, you could put any of these teams, you could put the Ravens anywhere from 1 to 3, and you can't argue, and you can't say that it's wrong. One team just needs to go down there. Their defense has been hurt a lot in the past couple of years, so they're going to have to go down there. AFC West, 4th place, Las Vegas Raiders, going 4-13 on the year. Another 4-13 team. I know they have guys like Josh Jacobs and Davante Adams, but they're downgrading at quarterback. Still have Josh McDaniels, who is a terrible coach. Shouldn't have gotten the job. But defense isn't there. So I'm going to have to put him at 4-13. Just lost Derek Carr. So, number 4 in the AFC South is the Colts going 3-14. Now, Anthony Richardson could be the best quarterback out of that class, but I think we need to look at him at a standpoint of how we looked at Josh Allen, or how Josh Allen's career played out. Terrible his first year, decent his second, third year, off the charts, MVP caliber. Number 4 in the NFC East, Commanders going 8-9. This was probably the hardest division to pick. If not this division, the AFC North. But The Commanders don't have the firepower of other teams, especially what they're lacking is quarterback. So I think they're going to go 8-9. Packers 6-11. You're jumping from a Hall of Fame quarterback without any question to a below average starter who we have not seen anything from in Jordan Love. I'm seeing he's looking good in training camp, but training camp doesn't tell everything. NFC West, Cardinals. This one speaks for itself. Kyler's out. He's going to be missing a lot of time. Defense is bad. New coach. Number 4 in the NFC South. Buccaneers going 5-12. This team is going to have a downgrade. You have the best quarterback, best NFL player. He could go down as the best sports player to ever play. And you're going from him to Baker Mayfield. It's not going to happen how you think it will. Number 3 in the AFC East, I have the New Jersey Jets going 7-10. If they were in a different division, they're going 10 wins. But they're playing in a very competitive division that's been ran by the Bills past couple of years, so prove me wrong, Jets. I actually don't. I'm a Bills fan. Please don't prove me wrong. AFC North, number 3, Browns going 11-6. Nick Chubb. If he gets hurt, this team is done for. If he has another healthy year, Deshaun Watson turns to 70-80% of his form. This defense finally produces like we've been thinking it's going to do past couple of years. It's going to be one of the best units of football that we've been able to see. It won't be able to rival teams like Bills or the Chiefs or those top teams, but I could see them squeaking out some wins against those teams. And really what it comes down to is Deshaun Watson. Now, AFC West 3rd place, give me the Chargers going 10-7. This Chargers team is amazing on paper. One of the best teams on paper, really. But we also have to look at Brandon Staley's bad coaching. I don't know why he isn't getting out of there or getting fired, but next up, AFC South, Texans 4-13. We saw a little preview of CJ Stroud in that one game. That doesn't mean anything really, but it could mean that he'll have his rookie struggles. And NFC East, I have Cowboys going 9-7. It's just they always choke in the playoffs every year. Without question. Number 3, NFC North, Bears. This one explains themselves. I could see their maximum wins being 8. And if you get 8 wins as a Bears fan, you should be jumping up and down and being ecstatic. Because that would be amazing. Next up, we got the Rams at going 7-10. The Rams just need to stay healthy. And they have a chance of making the playoffs. Next up, we have Falcons going 7-10. How much will Brian Robinson be able to do to this Atlanta Falcons team? They could get blown out 40-21, but Brian Robinson has 150 yards on the ground, 50 yards through the air, and 3 touchdowns. And they still lose. So, right now, at number 2 in the AFC East, give me the Dolphins 10-7. It just matters on Tua's health, and last year, it wasn't good. So, that's really it. Number 2, AFC North, Steelers 11-6. This team has the potential to be very good with Kenny Pickett. And he's been looking good in training camp, and that one preseason game. Next up, AFC West, Broncos 12-5. Yes, Russell Wilson has a bounce back year with Sean Payton. This defense stays how it was last year, and they are a top threat. Number 2, AFC South, give me the Titans 8-9. How much will D-Hop be able to do if he can't get the ball to him through the passing game? And what his special is, the deep threats, which they might not be able to throw that well. Number 2, NFC East, obvious one, Giants 10-7. Danny Dimes coming back, Saquon Barkley coming back. Defense isn't the best unit, but I would take them. They're looking good. Jalen Hyatt looks good. Darren Waller giving Daniel Jones some weapons finally. See what he's really made of now. Saquon obviously coming back. Number 2, NFC North, 10-7, the Vikings. A lot of their games last year were one-score games, which will not always work out for you in your favor. Now, next up, NFC West, Seahawks, 9-8. This is a very good team, but they're playing up against the 49ers twice a year, so there's 2 go-ahead losses. I think they'll split with the Rams, so there's 3 losses there, and really just look at it how it is. Number 2, the Panthers, 8-9. Now, I know this is a very big and bold prediction, but I think Bryce Young will play good and give this team 8 wins. Number 1 in the AFC East, my Buffalo Bills, 13-4. I actually thought this team would have more losses, but as I go through the schedule, I think they have a fairly easy schedule. Please be right. I don't want to jinx this team. AFC North, Bengals 13-4. They're the Bengals. Joe Burrow's winning the MVP because ESPN is going to hire me after this year after seeing these predictions. So, AFC West, Chiefs 13-4. 3 AFC teams 13-4. But it's pretty realistic. Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce. That's all I need to say. AFC South, the Jaguars at 11-6. They look good. Trevor should take a big jump. Then we obviously have someone who hasn't played in a little bit, but and that person is Calvin Ridley. He has been looking very good in training camp. Very fast. Very good cutting on his routes. Number 1 in the NFC East. No surprise here. Eagles, 15-2. Best record in the NFL. Really, this record is very achievable for the Eagles with their roster. I think they have the best roster in the league. NFC North, number 1, the Detroit Lions. Last year, 1 year, 365 days ago, if you told me in a year, this team, in 2 years, this team will be beating and winning their division, I would have laughed in your face. And right now, they're making it possible because of Dan Campbell. The culture that Dan Campbell has brought has completely changed them. NFC West 49ers going 14-3. This is a very good record from a very good team. My main question is, what do they do with Trey Lance? Because it looks like Brock Purdy is getting the keys, which he should be after his performance. Trey Lance did not look good, taking lots of sacks. Should have threw one interception that ended up a touchdown in its preseason game. So, there that is. The Saints are gonna go 11-6 and win the South. First time without Drew Brees. Derek Carr should be able to go really well with Chris Olave, is what I'm expecting. This team should be good. You got some good pieces on defense. I would like to know an update on Alvin Kamara, if he's going to get a suspension or not. For the AFC wild card, Game 1, Chargers at Bills. Game 2, Broncos at Jaguars. Game 3, Steelers at Chiefs. NFC wild card, Game 1, Vikings at Lions. Game 2, Giants at Saints. Cowboys at 49ers. To get things started, I'll say who gets the byes. For the AFC, the Bengals get the bye. And for the NFC, the Eagles get the bye. Let's get started. The Bills are going to beat the Chargers in round 1. Now, Broncos at Jaguars. Give me the Jaguars. Steelers at Chiefs. This is a no-brainer, Chiefs. NFC wildcard, Vikings at Lions. Lions. Next up, Giants at Saints. Give me the Giants in an upset win. Cowboys at 49ers. 3 years in a row, 49ers are going to take it. AFC divisional round, Bills at Chiefs. Bills. Jaguars at Bengals. Bengals. NFC divisional, Lions at 49ers. Give me the Niners. Giants at Eagles. Give me the Eagles. It's going to be a rematch. But Brock Purdy will be healthy. And Eagles don't have Miles Sanders. So, AFC champions. Give me my Buffalo Bills. NFC champions. 49ers. The Super Bowl. All comes down to this. The 49ers against the Buffalo Bills in Allegiant Stadium, Las Vegas. The score will be 34-30. My Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen will throw a last-second laser pass to Stephon Diggs in the end zone with 1 second remaining. 49ers are going to get a chance at the end zone. Von Miller comes away with a strip sack, recovered in the end zone. Bills are going to win it. Your Super Bowl MVP goes to Joshua Patrick Allen. And time for some of my personal awards. Most improved, Kenny Pickett. He should be able to take a jump this year after a up and down rookie year. Bust of the year, Kadarius Toney. He already got hurt in training camp. I just don't like him in general. He seems very arrogant, not thinking about what could come back to haunt him. Special teamer of the year, Justin Tucker. Best kicker in the NFL. Probably in NFL history, you can make an argument for that if he plays another 10 years. The cooking award goes to Russell Wilson as he regains the ability again to be able to go in a kitchen and not start a house fire. Those are my 2023 to 2024 NFL predictions. Comment down below what you think about it. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.